Good morning and welcome to Tradies Hockey Park in Sutherland Shire for what is Ladies Day 2022. 3 years in the making. Ladies Day has been cancelled the last 2 years because of the pandemic. However, today we're able to come together and celebrate 40 years of Sutherland women. We've got some action in store for you today. 3 games of hockey, 45 Sutherland women players and the university teams. The university teams of New South Wales and later today Sydney University. There'll be great games and I'm glad that you're joining us. Now if you're tuning in from home, remember to stream to your television. We are streaming in 1080p. It's high definition. Sit back on the couch. If you're nearby, come up to the clubhouse, come and say hello, come and buy a drink from the canteen, sit on the balcony and enjoy the action. But if you're not able to get to Sutherland today, please ensure you get involved by commenting. We've turned the chat on, so we'd like to see lots of engagement. And we welcome not only the Sutherland fans, but also the University of New South Wales fans today. So first up, it's grade 2 of the Sydney East Hockey Association competition. And we have University of New South Wales Whaleys versus the Sutherland Hockey Club. We'll get straight into it because the action's very, very close. So the Sutherland team list is Hilary Behag, 127. Stephanie Burrell, number 288. Melissa Elkin, number 250. Grace Goman, number 227. Andrea Martin, number 3. Janet Matthews, goalkeeper. Ange Merlanen, apologies if I've got that wrong, 317. Ebony Reedy, 272. Kiara Shaw, 157. Lindsay Smith, 254. Jade Stegbauer, 237. And Theresa Wild, 199. That's your Sutherland CH2 team for this competition. Now also get into the University of New South Wales team as we start. We're just about to get the whistle here. Just waiting for the last 20 seconds on the clock. Now the idea is to get a couple of the women onto the commentary today, so we'll try to grab some people around the clubhouse and have a bit of a conversation throughout the day as part of the celebrations. But here we are, just about to start. First quarter.
Let's go, Sutherland!
Apologies, the sun should get better as the day goes on. Just a little bit. It's got about half an hour left before it goes behind the camera, fully behind the camera. So the sun should get better as the day goes on. So your University of New South Wales team list for today. It's Kayla Bahani, number 52. Gillian Bilton, number 155. Stephanie Blake, number 265. Tegan Bortolotti is the goalkeeper. University of New South Wales start off strong there. Sutherland were able to defend well in the circle. We've got Rebecca Christidis, number 367. Olivia Hart, 229. Catherine Kitto, 136. Courtney Crane and Captain, number 70. Angelina Newton, number 30. Rebecca Panozo, 249. Rachel Parker, 344. Alex Prell, 49. Rachel Tracy, 270. Chloe Williamson, number 170. And Melanie Wilson, 377. So we're a couple of minutes into this first quarter. Everybody's running very strongly out there. It's just been a request on the field to change the ball. Sounds a bit like a rock from up here as well, so just getting a better game ball on the pitch. Nice tackle there from Kiara Shaw. The first penalty corner of the match goes to University of New South Wales. Southern were able to defend that. However, they have conceded the second penalty corner for University of New South Wales. The hit from University of New South Wales was just a little high. Back to the 16 for Sutherland start. University of New South Wales has certainly come out attacking. Now welcome to the commentary box, legendary women's convener, Jo Momsen. Welcome, Jo.
Thank you for that introduction, Luke.
What great day here at Sutherland.
It is a beautiful day, and rumour has it that our Sutho 1 and 2 girls put on a sun dance yesterday to make this happen. So to all our Sutho 1 and 2 girls, thank you for the sun dance. It certainly worked.
That's great. It didn't look too promising when I looked at the forecast yesterday, and I woke up this morning and it said coastal showers, and we're only about 5-10 kilometres from the coast here, but the sun has certainly come out, and I've even put the camera out from under the awning, so I'm pretty confident that we won't get any rain for the rest of the day.
It's looking a beautiful day for our 2022 Sutho Ladies Day.
So this is our Sutho 3 team. They of course play grade 2 for Sydney East Hockey Association, and
this is a team that has been improving every game. We've had a lot of problems with availability due to. Here we go. Good work in defence there by Sutho. We've had a lot of problems with availability for this team, as everyone has with COVID and flu-like illnesses and catching up on life after being locked down for 2 years. So it's very excited that every week they've continued to improve and come together as a team. We've even got some brand new players to hockey. This is Kiara Shaw here chasing down the ball. This is a beautiful attack. She's got two other forwards with her. Oh, shame. Ball needed to be just a little bit deeper towards the spot, with 2 strikers in the right position there.
University of New South Wales on the counter attack.
Beautiful play to Grace Goman in the centre of the field there. See what she can do with it.
Kiara is certainly playing well today.
Kiara has been, the games that I've managed to see Kiara play, she has been playing beautiful. She stepped up to play with ML6 last week and scored at least 2 goals. Beautiful play in the circle. This is our stalwart of a fullback, Andrea, very strong in defence. Another circle penetration for Uni New South Wales, and they've got a short corner for a clumsy tackle there with a stick check. So in our defensive short corners, we've got Janet Matthews in goals. We've got Steph Brell, who looks like she's taking a post. We've got Mel Elkin, who's taking the other post, and our runners are Andrea, and I think it's Ange. Let me just check the number. That's a beautiful straight shot from Uni. Split our defence there. Oh, that's a strong whistle from Jack Margetson there. Not quite reaching for a card, but a warning to all players to tidy up their tackles.
Of course, our umpires today, Dakota and Jack. We thank our officials for their effort. It's not an easy job getting on the field sometimes, officiating games, but you know they do a great job.
And these are 2 umpires that are very invested in becoming good umpires, and that's what we love to see in this game. Oh, interesting. I was going to say interesting call there, but the umpire's just corrected himself. Nice touch there by Kiara. Just disrupting the attack by Uni New South Wales there.
Now I do apologise if we're not up to speed on the University of New South Wales players yet. We did get a list, but it was very late. So we're just learning the players and the numbers as we go here.
And it's possible that one of the commentators can't see that far.
Is that you or me?
Could be either. Okay, so it's another penalty corner here for Uni New South Wales. They just scored off a straight shot. So that's what Sutho do to adjust their offence. They've got 155 for Uni New South Wales, who is Gillian Bilton, setting up in the castle. Oh, they've gone to the left slip. The official there is called a back of the stick, which is a good outcome from Sutho. And they've come tracking down the right side. This is Jade Steadbauer, one of our players who's risen through the junior ranks. And her hockey's continuing to improve, which is great to see. Another circle penetration by Uni New South Wales. And cleaned up by Andrea, whose name I often get wrong. Andrea. Sorry, Andrea.
How's it going? I'm going pretty good. That's good. I ran down to go. I thought you were
Okay, Uni attacking down the right, into the right here, now switching it over to the centre. Very tight press set by Uni New South Wales there. Andrea's used a very clever little lifted ball to get through the press. And Uni New South Wales will get the side ball from the midfield there. And they've gone the lead out round the back. And again, nice attack here by Sutherland. Unfortunately intercepted by Uni New South Wales. Okay, Uni New South Wales has a penalty shot inside their attacking third quarter. Reminder to everyone, the ball's got to travel 5 yards before it goes in the circle, and all players, attacking and defence, have to be 5 yards clear. And that's a foot obstruction there, so Uni New South Wales get the ball.
She said.
And that's good defence by Sutho.
Apologies for the background noise, everybody. There's just a few dogs met each other just below the ground mic.
And it's lovely to see quite a few families here.
It is wonderful, isn't it?
Sitting on the hill, there's beautiful sunshine.
Hill's starting to fill for the day. I know there's quite a team here that's going to be around all day today.
Oh, great defence there by Kia. Go, Lindsay. Lindsay's running up the right wing here. Good play. Okay, so Uni New South Wales had a runaway there, and the umpires called a strike for a deliberate foul inside the circle. So we scored a strike.
I'm not sure the Sutherland women agreed with that.
It's always a hard call, especially for our developing players, whether something's deliberate or just not as skillful as it could be.
Goal to number 265 from University of New South Wales. That is
Stephanie Blake. Well done, Stephanie. That was a lovely straight put into the corner. I have to admit though, Janet Matthews was very, very, very close to getting her stick on there, and we've just got 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
It was a very good effort by Janet.
I actually did think she'd had it there.
Yeah, it just trickled across the line at the end, didn't it?
And what have Sutho got here with 50 seconds left to play? Here we go. Kara's got her space and skill in the circle here. What can she do? Lovely turn, 1, 2. Oh. And we've got a long corner. I'm sure the umpire had to have a strong think about that, whether that was deliberately over the back line or whether unintentional. Of course, deliberately over the back line would result in a short corner. Unintentional is a long corner. And a bit of a hustle from Sutherland here to see if we can get one more play in before the whistle goes. Again, we're inside the attacking quarter, so everyone needs to be 5 yards. And we've run out of time there. All in all, some good passing there by both teams. A few more attacking options for Uni New South Wales. They've managed to slot a direct shot in off a short corner and a stroke there in the last couple of minutes. But Sutherland has had its attacking opportunities. We've been quite a few circle penetrations, and I'm sure their goalkeeper is going to come into play for the rest of this game.
It's quarter time here at Tradies Hockey Park. University of New South Wales have got off to a flyer, leading 2-0 over Sutherland. Don't forget, this is only the start of the action today for Ladies' Day. This game will go through to 12:30, be followed by a junior clinic for the under 15 and under 17 girls, with many of the women of our club helping out. And then followed this afternoon by the Sydney Women's Hockey League action. That's in ML4 at 1:30 and then ML6 at 3 p.m. Don't miss any of the action. There will be a new link for the later games today. So make sure you go to the Sutherland Hockey Facebook page, click on the link for the other game, which will start at 1:30 this afternoon. We will be stopping the stream after this game, but we'll start it on a new link at 1:30 for the Sydney Women's Hockey League games this afternoon. Make sure you tune in. Just about to start the second quarter.
And here we are back for the second quarter. Teams continuing running the same way in the second quarter, and then we'll swap at half time. And we've got 17 minutes on the clock. And this is Mel Elkin, who's going to be taking the ball out. Mel's filling in for this team today. She had a great game yesterday playing for Sutho Blues out at SSHA, and she's been called up again today to have another game. What a champion.
Of course, the Sutherland women play across 3 competitions, don't they, Jo?
Yes. Yeah, we're a little bit spaced out this year, as in we're a rebuilding phase. We've managed to get 2 teams into the Metro League competition with Sydney women. We've got a Metro League 4 and a Metro League 6 team who are playing later today. In the Seahar competition, we've got a second grade, and then out at Sydney South Hockey Association, we've got 2 teams, the Blues and the Wildcats, and they play on a Saturday afternoon. So the nice thing about that is we've got something for everyone. We've got our super competitive, train every week team, and we've got our let's have some fun, run around with our friends team, but still play some good hockey. And joining me here in commentary, I've got Felicia Swift. I'm just trying to remember if that was her married or maiden name for a second there.
Otherwise known as Fish.
Very commonly known as Fish. So if I call her Fish, you'll understand why.
A hockey star in our Sutho 1 team, I must say as well.
Exactly.
It's a lovely day.
It is in day. I was telling everyone how we did, the Sutho 1 and 2 girls did a wonderful sun dance for us, and it obviously has worked.
And I'm coming a bit late, but I see that UNSW is up 2 Sutho 0 after 1 quarter.
Yes, in New South Wales has scored off a penalty corner and off a stroke.
Some real excitement to start the game. It's up to Sutherland to fight back now. They've had a good few counter-attacks. Just haven't been able to put it in the net yet.
And so we can see that Uni New South Wales has a very strong press set here, a classic sort of umbrella press set on our girls, and see what Mel can do to get away through. Oh, and she has. That ball's gone all the way through, but unfortunately gone over the sideline before our striker could pick it up. And she gets subbed off as well. She's been subbed off for Grace Goman. Grace Goman's another player that's been playing for the club for many years now. Super fit, super fast, and now that she's playing in the background, also super adaptable.
We'll see what Sutho does with their press here. Similar approach to UNSW. And a similar approach from UNSW, trying to hit it through.
Here we go, runaway there. Oh, what are they going to do? Oh, great cover defence there by Jade.
Good hustle to play on until the ball went over the back line. So a 16 for Sutherland.
And showing very important why it's there to stay with your man in defence. Because if you get a little pass off to someone who's free in the circle, they are going to take a quick shot. So our midfield in Sutho's just gone a little bit missing here. We don't have our 3 distinct lines set up. We've sort of got a back line and then a striker line. And that's why Uni New South Wales is dominating a little bit the centre of the field there. So we'd have to try and get a little bit more communication or a little bit more connection between our defence and our midfield. And there we've gone. We've got a lovely lateral pass. And Jade's gone through the centre there and unfortunately lost it. Might have been nice if she'd chosen to come out wide there. What do you think, Fish?
I think she probably needed a player out wide calling her so that she knew that was an option. We're a little bit stuck in the middle at the moment from what I've seen.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of got that nice lateral pass off, and maybe if we were able to continue to come out wide, we would find a little bit of space down our attacking down our right. This is Stephanie Brell, who's a new player to hockey, who's been improving every week, getting much, much stronger with her tackles.
Well picked up by UNSW, but lovely tackle there from...
That's Andrea, who's playing our central defender today.
Is she also captaining today? Is she our captain?
I think Andrea is our captain, our manager, our coach.
She just does everything.
She is an absolute godsend to Sutho Club. She does a wonderful job organising the teams, and I hope they appreciate how much she does.
She was even sending me team lists at about 10 p.m. last night.
She was probably still trying to get a team together at 9:55 p.m. Here we go, nice runaway here for Jade. Unfortunately, he's just gone for the ball there and has just accidentally done a stick obstruction instead. And again, some strong defence from Ange. Ange joined the team late and has been a very, very good addition to this team.
Almost cleared out there by Sutho, but not quite firm enough. So back in the circle from UNSW. And well deflected on the post. Standing with her stick down. Managed to get around the goalkeeper.
And nothing gets past Dakota there in defence, and he just saw that came off the foot before it went into the goal. And again, we just need a few more options for the ball here. Andrea again having to go through the press rather than maybe pass it out. Oh, here's some lovely pass out wide. Some very unlucky. I missed that. I was distracted, but I was just going to say some very nice stick work by Ange, but it obviously just rolled onto a foot there. And so another attacking option for Uni. See what they can do. Oh, nice lead out wide, and the pass in. We're called dangerous there. Ball going into the air into traffic. Again, this is where we really want some tight marking. And so they're choosing to give the easy pass straight back.
Perhaps a little bit of miscommunication there. 3 players went for the ball and left some players unmarked from UNSW. But a nice run down the sideline to at least get it out of our defensive 25.
Very good work there. A lovely intercept there.
Well done, Hillary.
And then Kiara's on the run again, using her beautiful calm stick work.
You don't want to be one-on-one with Kiara as a defender.
Certainly not. In this case, 2-on-1, and she's unlucky. And that's good news, so they can still manage to get it to their striker line to get some attacking options. Let's see if they can hold it up here for a while.
Some nice pressure forces UNSW to go out wide, and they just miss that trap on the sideline.
Got a little bit flat-footed here, Sutho. Maybe need to do a little bit more lead work.
And we can see here that we've got quite a few back in defence, so it might be a good time to use a transfer, going out and around and up the other side. But I'm not
sure. A beautiful option.
If we've been working on that.
There we go, some lovely side passes, getting some space.
There's a player out wide.
Oh,
nicely done. Straight up the line.
Just intercepted by Uni there, but
a deflection off UNSW anyway, so we get another chance. Some discussion around who's going to take that ball. Oh, a nice hit.
Oh,
it's gone straight through everyone.
And that was beautiful there. Hillary stretched the defence, made some space in the middle to come in, but unfortunately just didn't connect with the ball.
Let's see if we can trap it up in our 25.
Again, we've got a nice ball in the mid-third. See what we can do with it. A lot of blue there, but not quite just going for the ball.
Good, strong possession of the ball by, I think that's Ange there, has meant that we regain possession after a lazy tackle.
Hopefully she'll look wild to Mel here. No, going to go through.
So we are setting up in good spots to have that wide movement, lateral movement of the ball. We're just not using it to the full capacity at the moment.
And it's a little bit stationary here. Probably need to make some leads out, make some spaces and then lead in. And that ball's gone straight in there, but we've caught a 16 because it wasn't touched by anyone. Oh, it was outside, was it?
I think so. Both teams seeming to prefer to hit straight through the press. Some nice skill from Jade onto a foot.
Okay. So Ange will take this up from the midfield. Let's see what we've got here.
go. Dangerous ball.
And a quick turnaround from Uni. Good attacking option there,
for
but
the
just
Sutherland defence. They didn't quite get onto that, or we might have been in a bit of strife.
and that ball's managed to get through, but picked up by Uni in the middle of the field by Rachel Parker.
We can see that as we reset, there's several Uni players moved up the field very quickly. Now Sutho's caught up and we're marking a bit tighter.
We just seem to be in a little bit of a straight line there, sort of a straight line of blue rather than maybe a bit more man-to-man marking or a little bit more of a press structure.
This might be a good opportunity to get all the way down to the other end, although our poor strikers are outnumbered a little. Go, Hillary.
And that ball's held up
Race is
beautifully.
Great commitment from both players there.
After initial hesitation.
Sometimes hard to tell whether it's worth your while to take off after it. And it must have hit a foot or a back stick because we're taking it from just inside the sideline.
Here we go, intercepted by Grace Goman. I'm going to bring it back in, playing the advantage, no advantage. And this is just going to be outside, which is lovely, which means we can do the ball straight in if we choose to. Kiara's making a nice lead there. And we've got a foot. So another attacking opportunity here for Sutho. Very strong defence from Uni. They've got their free player on the tackle line.
They've got their whole team back
They've got
by the looks of things. Some good skill. Draws another free hit.
Oh, well done, Kiara.
Unfortunately, straight into our player, but that's the right idea.
Draw the defence in and then get the ball spread out. So 3 minutes now to half time. So far no score in this quarter, but both teams have had quite a few circle penetrations. Probably a little bit more possession to Uni, would you say, Fish?
I think so. So those upped it in the last 5 minutes, I think, but definitely at the start we had a lot of time in our defensive 25, and it looks like we're heading there again.
That'll be a card. So that's a green card to Ange. And that's
a swinging tackle.
Yep, and it's stick obstruction.
And we could hear the umpire saying that's your second one, so she must have had a warning for it earlier in the game, and he's decided to take some decisive action to prevent more players from swinging dangerously.
And that's not 5 yards. And again, that's a loud whistle from Jack Margetson, a warning to the players that if you're not 5 yards when the ball's taken, do not interfere with play. That's a nice wide ball.
And as a player, when you hear that kind of whistle, you should be on notice that the next time it happens to anyone, you might be receiving a card and taking yourself off the field for a bit of a rest. So you want to be careful.
And the green card is a compulsory 2 minutes on the sideline. After a green card comes a yellow, and that can be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes at the umpire's discretion.
And hopefully we never see the next one after that, which is a red card. Some good defence there from Sutho. Advantage was played, but because of the haste to get back in defence, the umpire decided there was no advantage, so to a short corner.
So again, lining up for defence for Sutherland, we have Janet, we have Stephanie, Stephanie Brell, Andrea Martin, Mel Elkin, and is that
Bit hard to
Teresa
tell.
Wild as well?
Quite possibly.
They are standing in a little bit of shade there in the goal. Hopefully that won't obstruct their view of the
I feel
ball.
like I need some binoculars. That looks like Teresa running out as the first runner.
Good save
Well
there,
defended.
straight shot save by Janet.
Some good defense
Well done.
from Andrea.
And the hit again there was taken by Gillian Bilton for the uni side, who's got a beautiful, flat, strong hit.
And a quick clearance attempted by Sutho, but unfortunately our strikers couldn't trap the ball.
And that's 15 seconds to go to half time. Let's see what Uni New South Wales does here. Beautiful ball to centre the
Very
field.
nice, but they are going to run out of time to get
And that's half time. The score remains at Sutherland 0, Uni New South Wales 2. But that was a very good quarter by both teams. Quite even play, probably a little bit more possession to Uni, but both teams certainly had their attacking options. We're just going to take a quick break for half time.
Thank you, Fish. Thank you, Joe. It's halftime here at Tradies Hockey Park. University of New South Wales lead 2-0. Make sure you take the opportunity to grab a coffee. So the action will start again in about 5 minutes' time. So welcome back. Hope you're enjoying the action. Remember, don't forget to comment. Haven't seen any comments on the chat yet. It'd be great to get you involved into the action. If there's any University of New South Wales supporters out there, please make a comment. If there's any family members, put a comment in the chat and we'll be able to share that with you. Just about ready to start. And the second half is underway.
Starting with some nice defence from Uni. Coming out with a lot of energy after our halftime break. We can see everyone's moving quickly. And good keeping there from Janet Matthews.
Really good save from Janet coming towards the ball. Breaking down that angle. Of course, we have Fish in the commentary box at the moment. I'm sure Joe will be shortly there.
Turning shortly, I'm sure. Our Unis were hit just outside the circle. Some good defence from Sutho, but back of the stick called by the umpire. So Uni will take that ball just outside the circle. And a reminder for those who may not be familiar with the rules of hockey or maybe don't play it, if you're taking a free hit inside the 25, you can't go straight into the circle. The ball needs to travel 5, which explains why they've passed back for a nice, strong pass in. But again, Janet is on top of that, making sure it doesn't go anywhere near the goal. A good idea trying to go wide and around, but unfortunately the Unis player wasn't quite ready for it. And a Sutho free hit, which is intercepted by UNSW, and they're straight back on the attack. The Sutho player wasn't 5 from the attacker, so they've been called into a short corner. So they defended successfully in the second quarter with their lineup, which looks the same here of Teresa, Andrea, Mel and Steph, with Janet in goals. Unfortunately, I don't have a team list for UNSW, so I can't tell you. Luke's now gesturing frantically at me, telling me I do somewhere. Nice strong push out. Some very nice skill from UNSW, but a great lunge from Janet. Breaking it down to the point where a second short corner has been awarded because there was so much going on. And they're going to take that again. Some good defence from Sutho. And the ball was caught against UNSW just before, but they did a good job to play on. And if that call hadn't been made, it would have been a goal.
Very exciting passage of play there. Oh, thread the needle there by Andrea. And we're up to Grace, who's switched to the striker line now. And stick obstruction there. Unfortunately, went for the ball, took the opponent's stick.
See that Ange is always ready to go to the player and challenge them rather than let them run freely.
Oh, that's a lovely ball.
Oh. Unfortunately, Mel has worn quite a firm hit there. but she looks like she's going to carry on and shake it off.
They certainly breed hockey players chuff.
But that was a very nice passage of play from UNSW, finding a free player in the circle.
And of course that being called dangerous because it's hit a player in front of the goalie. It's allowed to hit the goalie in the air, given that they're wearing all their padding. And you are allowed to raise it a goal, but not at the expense of players. If they're behind the goalie, it's a different matter. If you've got a goalie... I'm just making up now.
That sounds right to me. Sometimes it can be a little bit subjective as to what is a dangerous call, but generally a ball that's going within 5 feet.
It's certainly not an easy game to umpire.
No.
The rule book is actually quite short. There's not a lot of rules, but there's a lot of interpretation and there's a lot of how to apply that to a game. And the umpire's doing a wonderful job here, but the umpire's main job is to make it a safe game firstly, and to umpire to the appropriate level. There's no point umpiring Olympic rules or Olympic standards to a weekend second grade competition.
It's nice to see that at many clubs across our competition we've got some good young and upcoming umpires who are taking on the challenge of that very difficult job, which sometimes might feel like a bit of a thankless task.
It certainly does, and why it's very important to, if you're on the stands, on the ground, on the field, to listen to them. And so Sutherland have a nice little attacking passage from the midfield up the right-hand side here. Stephanie's tried to go through that tight press there, and this time it was picked off by UNSW.
Seems like using the back and across transfer is not something high on our priority list for the Sutho team at the moment, but that might be something they will take with them after this game because they do have a lot of space there.
But again, it's certainly a team move, and we have to be all team players ready for that. And being confident to send the pass nice and firm and flat, and confident to receive the pass and know that you've got control and to send that pass on. And I certainly know Sutho 1 and 2, that's something that we practice a lot.
We do. Sometimes we get it right and sometimes we don't.
But it doesn't mean you don't stop doing it, because it's a very, very effective way to get around a tight press and to keep possession. And obviously keeping possession in this game is very important.
It's a bit hard to score if you don't have the ball.
Absolutely, and here we go, another penalty corner against Sutho.
UNSW has been working them very well.
And that first run, Andre got there that time and stopped their straight shot. And
another raised ball by UNSW. But again, getting themselves in some very good positions to make those deflections around the goalkeeper.
That's a beautiful ball straight up to the... Unfortunately, Lindsay was in a fabulous position, just unable to make the trap this time.
But another quick turnover will give the ball back to Sutho.
And that's another important skill that we need to practice in hockey, is we spend a lot of time passing and trapping, all about that first touch, being able to get that ball cleanly on the first touch so that you can start to do something with it.
Good chase there by Andrea to regain possession.
She's gone for a beautiful ball down the sideline. Unfortunately, Emily just not quite quick enough to get in front of her player on that situation, but she was in a beautiful position and she'll get there next time.
And another short corner for UNSW. They're getting a lot of chance to work their options here. We've seen them try what we would call an Illawarra.
Don't give away all our trade secrets.
I was just thinking, should I mention that? I won't tell you what it is. We've seen them try the straight shot.
We've seen them do the left slip, so the ball straight out to the person setting up on the left of the castle.
We will see what they go with this time.
And our first runner got out and stopped the straight shot last time, so that was very encouraging. It's gone straight to the castle again, done an upright trap.
Some good running defence there.
And it's a long corner. So it's gone out over the back line. Sutho had the last touch, so another attacking phase for UNSW. Got a nice tight press set by Sutho. Maybe not quite enough man-to-man marking.
There are a lot of yellow socks floating around. A bit free.
Yeah. Sort of need to be a little bit tighter in this situation. Well done, Ebony there. Has picked it up on the back stick and followed that ball all the way out. That's well done there. Ebony's new to hockey this year. She came along to pre-season training and has had a massive improvement, and I really hope she's enjoying her hockey this year.
A very nice hit there from Steph.
Never too late to learn. Oh, I think we've got a card here.
UNSW player off for 2 minutes for a stick obstruction.
And our umpire's being very consistent there. We saw Sutho get a card for exactly the same reason earlier, and so he's been lovely and consistent there.
So maybe a good opportunity for Sutho to see if they can claw back a goal while UNSW is down a player. But they're now on a quick breakaway.
And again, we've got a big space between our midfield and our defence there, giving New South Wales a lot of space in that middle of the field. So again, maybe our midfield needs to play just a little bit deeper and try and get those 3 distinct lines between our strike line, our midfield line and our defensive line. And it's always hard because you want to push in attack.
And then you want to hold back in defence and make sure you don't get overrun. So many things to think about.
And I guess keeping possession makes all those things a lot easier. If you've got possession of the ball, you don't have to worry too much about the runaway because they don't have the opportunity. And that's very good defensive work though. What are we saying, Andrea? Andrea. We've settled on Andrea, team.
Instead of Andrea?
Instead of whatever it is that I was saying.
We can ask her after the game.
Well, I think as long as we accept that what I was doing was not right, we're all good.
I think I need to get her up onto the commentary box after the game. I think that would be a good idea.
I am hearing a lot of talk on the field, which is good. Clear communication can really help with those moments where you might have had a breakdown in play or you're not sure what is going on, but lots of talk from both teams.
Uni's done a little bit more of a fall away press now. They're not pressing quite as tight. They've probably been given some information from their sideline that Sutho is tending to go straight through that press. So instead of being so tight, just take a couple of steps back, give yourself a little bit more time to trap it. Or it may be that they're tiring in this third quarter. Let's see how they set up this time.
Uni's players back on the field, so we're back to 11 on 11.
And again, we're beautifully set up round the back there. So Stephanie's with the ball. Oh, it's got to go to Ange now.
So I guess something to consider for Sutho is if you... Nice use of the width. If you don't use your back transfer, you have 3 players sitting there not really being able to participate in getting that ball up the field from that kind of position. And Steph, Teresa and Andrea are 3 very strong players who we could use to be getting the ball up there.
Okay, Kiara's on the attack here, down the left side this time. She's gone down into the pocket, turned it round. Unfortunately, just got a little bit too much on that ball and it's gone to a Uni defender to clear.
Very
but again,
nice
lovely jab tackle there by Ange. Grace is going to get trouble there for sliding on the floor.
the UNSW is just setting up very strongly just outside the circle, making those nice traps so the ball doesn't have a chance to get in and onto their feet and give Sutherland a short corner. I'm not sure about the first quarter, but I haven't seen any Sutherland short corners this match.
A nice defence again. Just with their tight defence causing Uni to have to go a little bit wider and missing the stick there. And then Uni again doing the tight press, and that's gone on to Grace Gaiman's foot there. A little bit of stumble, but she's going to keep playing. She's tough. Look at that running already.
Well intercepted by Teresa.
Beautiful ball to Lindsay. He's gone infield to Kiara. And that's we're going to have to tackle back there, girls. Very important when you get beaten not to hang your head down. You need to get on your bike, get back and help in defence.
Minute and 20 seconds to go in this quarter. Again, no score so far. Plenty of opportunities for UNSW, but Sutherland's been very strong in their circle defence. Haven't allowed it into the goal.
Important to keep the ball on the stick here. Whaley's will get her another attack here. That ball's gone just outside the attacking quarter. So again, they'll be allowed to go straight in if need be. Oh, umpire saw it slightly different from his angle, and it's inside that attacking quarter. Obviously, everything looks a little bit different from ground level than it does from up here in the commentary box, which might be a stretch of what we're calling this here.
Commentary balcony. But it's a lovely view.
It is a lovely view.
Some good control, has drawn a swinging tackle from Teresa, and she has missed the ball and hit the stick, so Unis will get a short corner to round out the quarter. With about 10 seconds to go, they'll take the short corner after the buzzer, and what that means is that the ball stays in play until it leaves the dotted circle, or someone does something that causes a penalty to be blown either for or against.
Or a goal is scored.
Or a goal is scored.
But not in this situation,
hopefully.
Not.
Unis has pulled their whole team up.
Yep, they're on the left slip.
A second short corner being called.
And that's another beautiful save by Janet there.
Well done. And good scramble defence.
She's made some very, very good saves on the feet today.
So what we would want to see is all of Sutho running back, because all of Unis is up in the circle. But they might be a little tired.
Okay, somebody's broken there. So this is an interesting call. So someone from the attacking side has broken. That means they've entered the circle before the ball has been played. And in that situation, it's the injector that's sent back to halfway. Even though the injector didn't do anything wrong, but it's the injector that's sent back, so they have to bring in a second injector and see what they can do this time. That ball was going straight to the castle. See what's happened this time. And again, straight to the castle. Upright trap, slightly missed.
Some good defence and
excellent,
played
and
out
that's
over the back line. So they'll get a bit of a breather to reset for quarter 4.
And again, no score in that quarter, so that's very good news. And we just hear from the officials there, because that game went over, we don't get the luxury of stopping the time, so they only had a 30-second break that time. So pretty much straight back into position.
We'll see how that affects them this quarter, without having much of a break. We might need to use the speed of the ball a bit wisely so they don't have to run quite as much. But we're on a bit of a tight schedule, so...
Gosh, we almost haven't got enough time to change the scoreboard.
Was there a score in that quarter? Ah, very good. That's a lovely ball out there, well picked up by Grace. Probably needed to either keep it on the stick there or make a definite pass to Sutho.
Uni has done a very good job of seeming to be wherever the ball is. There's a
That's
university's
certainly good.
player.
And I think we're probably going to notice in this quarter the fact that Sutho did have one sub, but that Mills just coming around from her injury there. So Sutho have one sub.
Looks like Uni's has 3 sitting in their dugout, so they might be a
and
little
and
fresher.
it's a very, very physical game. Sutho, hockey, of course, uses rolling subs, so it's unlimited subs. You can have 16 players on your card, and then the subs are made from the halfway line, and they can be rolling subs. So it may be that you're on for 5 minutes, you run, and then you get a breather.
Just to call out to all our listeners and to those that are commenting, and especially Nikki Christidis, watching from Victoria. Go University of New South Wales. And I did notice a Christidis on the University of New South Wales team list before, so no doubt you're cheering on a sister or a daughter. Thanks for commenting on the chat. Remember, if you're watching live, please add some comments to support your team.
I'm not sure where this mysterious university's team list has gone.
Yes, unfortunately, due to a technical error on the tech bench at uni, they've taken our team list off us. But I'm sure if you're watching a Uni New South Wales player, you know which one they are. And they are playing very well. Hopefully they'll get a chance to watch this game back.
It is very valuable, I've found this season, having our games live streamed and being able to watch it back, because there's so much you just don't see when you're on the field. But, with some time, a few days after, you might be sitting back watching and going, what was I doing at that point? Where should I have been? It's so much easier to see from a bird's eye view. So, yet another short corner goes against Sutho, and they're going to have to draw on all their energy to see if they can keep it out again, as UNSW has another chance to convert. We'll see what they do this time. They've got quite a few players around the circle, so lots of options for how they might attack this. But again, a UNSW player has broken, so she's entered the circle. I believe it was number 136 this time. Slightly too enthusiastic to get in there, and as a result their injector has been sent back again.
It's very good officiating by Jack Margetson here. He's got eyes everywhere.
Yes, it was very surprising. Must have used some excellent peripheral vision there. Straight hit. Deemed dangerous because it was raised above the backboard. So in a short corner, your first hit toward the goalkeeper must be below the height of the backboard.
Now it can be deflected up. It can be deflected up by us or by them. Oh, here we go. Kiara Shaw making another run down the field.
Good skill from UNSW to break it down, but unfortunately called for some obstruction in the process. That does give them time to reset though.
Good chance for the O. Okay, that's come off Uni. Can Lindsay get there? Stick down, stick down. Let's channel. Stay the hassle. They're coming up the right wing there.
Some
beautiful positioning by
Good
Dre.
position.
She read that beautifully. And that's a lovely run. Oh, great ball out to Ebony on the wing.
Some good hustle by UNSW to keep that ball in when it looked like it was heading.
Oh, lovely touch again by Andrea.
I'm sure she'd answer to either.
I'm taking it very hardly because she would have told me over the last 10 years about 50
Many
times how to
times,
say a
yeah.
name. And as soon as I get it wrong in my head, that's it.
Yay! Look at you!
Another great tackle by Andrea.
Oh, here she goes. Beautiful run again. Great ball control.
Has retained possession, but unfortunately straight to UNSW. So they're looking for a blue-to-blue pass there.
Great running back there by Kiara. She has not stopped.
The intensity in this quarter has been very impressive considering both teams only had about 30 seconds to breathe.
Very true.
And well
and
left.
Okay, again, we're set up for a beautiful outlet pass around the back. Uni have come on with their tight press again. They've got 3 around the stick. And we've managed to thread it through there. But again, our strikers just needing to get in front. Lead back to the ball a little bit faster. That's easy to say from up here in the commentary balcony.
Yes, and we've had a lot of rest this morning. They're probably all very tired.
And I'm sure if you watch our Sutho 1 or 2 game later, you'll be yelling at me to get in front of the ball.
Or me.
And just going to, nice little lays pass there
raised
through.
ball.
Right idea, got it through, but again, Sutho in the right position, just not quite picking it up on that first touch. Lovely
Nice
intercept there by
work,
Jade. And again, showing why that first touch is, to get control of that ball on that first touch, so important. Because if you have a ball that bounces off your stick, your opposition's there ready to just pounce on it. But if it's on your stick and you've got control of it, much harder for them to do anything. Great
Firm,
tackle there.
flat hit. But excellent defence.
And that's gone from the 16 all the way over the Uni backline.
Notice our players all jogging to get in position and then having a rest once they get where they want to be. It's good hustle.
I do notice our 3 defenders in the Sutho playing very deep at the moment.
Good running from Grace to get out and put some pressure on that hit, which she does successfully, and the ball turns over.
And you can see here that in the last quarter everyone gets a bit tired and the game spreads out a lot more. Everyone just gets that little bit further away, a little bit more space, and a lot more hitting goes on. Probably a good time to just focus on keeping possession. Good quality stick-to-stick passes like we have there.
It is very easy to lose focus in the fourth quarter, and I know from ML4 Sutho 1's perspective, we've been trying really hard not to let our fourth quarter be our most distracted and our worst, but it is tricky because you do get tired. So you have to think about what you do.
And that's lovely play again. Just a nice, sensible pass.
Pays off nicely. Gain some field possession higher up.
And again, remembering when your teammates are tired, they're probably just going to be slightly slower, and you want to get that ball a bit more to the stick rather than where you think they should be.
Some attempted jab tackles by Ange.
That's good there.
Does put a lot of pressure on.
And then she's done some nice little jab tackles there, then the swinging stick, and managed to force Uni into error, or force Uni to go over the back line rather than give away a penalty as such.
So a Sutho free hit, nice hit.
Oh, lovely play.
All the way up to Kiara, and she's going to go again.
1-on-1 with the defence, and they've picked her
Well
off
tackled.
again.
And there were also 4 other Uni players there, but Sutho's managed to get it back.
We've drawn a long corner, which is excellent.
Some nice clear direction from the umpire, exactly where he wants that ball taken, and that everyone needs to be 5.
So the rule there is where it goes over the back line, and the direct line straight to the 23-yard line is where it's taken. Uni's gone round the back.
And we can see
And Lindsay's done a push press there, put pressure on the central defender, and has just managed to hit her foot there.
That ball was touched by a Sutho player, so we see the goalkeeper come out to try. Good effort, Janet, but unfortunately, despite best efforts of Andrea in defence, wrong-footed the keeper with some lovely skill there by UNSW.
And that is why we love our keepers. They have such a hard job. They've got a split second to make a decision.
And when they're doing their job well, you almost don't notice them.
When you're doing the job well, and then they've come out and she's made the decision that it wasn't going to go over the black line, gone for the clear, and then sometimes that ball just gets under your kicker and you don't get the power of your spec off it, and that happens. But it's good to see that Sutho were running back in defence of their keeper.
And UNSW has had quite a few opportunities, so they're rewarded for their tenacity in continuing to get up there. Here they go again, a really nice hit, well defended by Teresa.
And again, eagle eyes of the official there, see it picking up the back of the stick.
We can see they're getting a little tired.
Little tired now, dropping the heads a little bit maybe. Good time to just rally.
I did. This is my bed sheet.
And I guess this is a benefit of having some subs on the bench. This might be a time to give people a rest. Unfortunately, don't have that luxury for Sutho at the moment, so they've all got to dig deep.
Oh, a lovely little backstick pass there. And just Lindsay speeding up the sideline there, just unable to pick it up on that occasion. But first thing is to be in the right position.
Hillary takes the ball. Finds
Tiara
Kiara again.
has just picked that ball up out of nowhere. And has again got the penalty just outside the circle.
And the ball needs to travel 5, so they're going to look for someone who is not quite 5 metres away, and turn over to UNSW.
And again, so they're just being a little bit stationary. I'm sure it's to do with the tiredness. A little bit stationary, so not a lot of options on there.
Probably all feeling the heat now. It doesn't look too hot from up here, but when you're running around with the sun beaming down at you.
And it'd be remiss of me not to say, and the humidity. Of course, for those who are not in Sydney, it has been raining cats and dogs for probably days, but it feels like weeks.
Months.
Everything's lovely and wet, and we've got our first little bit of sunshine, which we are very thankful for. But of course, the humidity's right up there. Nice little hassle there from Grace. Managed to slow the attack down. And they're going to have to take it back. Just give Sutho a quick breather to be able to reset. And again, that press for Sutherland, just spreading out a little bit, giving Uni the opportunity to go sort of straight through there.
Well cleared by Grace.
And again, commitment to that ball there. Grace putting the body on the line.
You can hear the call line early, which they do, but Teresa is ready in defence. We've got just over 2 minutes to go. Uni will be looking to increase their lead.
So they're missing a person on the tackle line there, giving Uni a beautiful opportunity to get a ball in there. Really important to stop that straight ball. Make the defence. Oh, hook on the stick there.
It happens with sticks this shape. No, it's never intentional from any player, but it does obstruct the attacker, so the ball goes to the attacking team.
Sometimes you're not in a hurry to unhook it.
Fair, but I'm sure in that case Grace was.
You never intend to get it hooked up. And I always marvel again at the umpires being able to make the call about whose fault it was, because obviously as a player it's never your fault.
Showing some nice skill on the back
we're a
stick
little bit
there, UNSW.
So they're outnumbered in defence here. We've got a few free players.
Under a minute to go.
And there's one of
It's a
those free
perfect
players there.
opportunity. She's able to keep it in. Well done. Unfortunately, clearance goes straight back to UNSW, but we do have more players in the circle now.
It's one of those absolutely impossible positions for the midfield that they need to be attacking and defending pretty much almost
All at the same
simultaneously.
time.
And you can see there that the attacking mid from Uni New South Wales had an acre of open space.
With 20 seconds to go, so they will be looking to hold on to the ball.
Oh, there we go. 14 seconds to go.
They haven't done, but with only 3 seconds, we're going to ping pong the ball around the field.
It's always important to play the game right to the end, because it does not take long for the ball to get in the circle and draw a short corner. Oh, excellent game there by both teams.
Lots of effort being put in on this lovely sunny day. Congratulations to UNSW on their 3-0 victory, but well played by Sutho as well to hold it to 3-0.
And they certainly had some chances, which is great to see. We're going to just take a break from live streaming now while the Sutho 1-2 women run a junior skills clinic for our under 15 and under 17 players, showing them that the under 15s and under 17s that what women's hockey's like, and hopefully to encourage them that when the time comes to continue on to play women's hockey from the junior ranks. We've had quite a few juniors come up to play seniors this year, and we absolutely love having them there. So from Sutho Tradies Hockey Park, thank you very much.
We say thank you to Joe and thank you to Fish. We are all volunteers with this live stream effort. We all are volunteering our time, our energy and our money to bringing hockey to everybody. So I thank everybody for their efforts, and to Kathleen on the second camera today, and to those that helped set up this morning as well. The live streaming isn't over for the day, we're just taking a break while the clinic's on. But we'll be back this afternoon, 1:25 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, for the Sydney Women's Hockey League action. That's Sutherland versus Sydney University in ML4 at 1:30 PM. And then at 3 PM, it's Sydney University again versus Sutherland in ML6. So please join us, go and grab some lunch, and we'll see you later this afternoon for more live streaming hockey action. From Tradies Hockey Park, it's Luke Domro and C Sport. Bye for now.